and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Solano Gymnasium. You are watching the Solano College Sports Network as the visiting Contra Costa Comets take on your Solano Falcons in Friday night women's basketball action. My name's Brian Nelson, and joining me today in the broadcast booth, Kareem Wong. Kareem, how you doing?
I'm good, Bray. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. This looks like it's going to be a good basketball game between two pretty good teams. From the Contra Costa side of things, only 8 players are going to suit up tonight. What's the key for them to stay competitive with Solano?
Well, I think they're going to have to get out early and get their offense going early. I mean, you don't want to get too deflated. You only got 8 players going, so you're going to have to try to pace yourself and try to, sub in correctly so you can have enough going down the stretch of this game.
And for the Solano side, donning some pretty nifty little jerseys with gray and blue trim.
Yeah, I like that with the gray and the blue numbers on there. So let's see if that get them going on Friday night.
And Solano loses the tip. Gathered in by Daza Pounds. Over to Ajane Coleman. Gathered by Carol Olden. Passes it over to Pounds. Pounds over to Coleman. Coleman back across to Olden. Olden drives. Puts up a shot. No, nobody's there. Andaya gathers the ball and sets up the offense. So Nikki Andaya, after a turnover on the first possession from the Comets, Alexis Hines airballs the 3 and rebounded by Sydney Vidal.
Yeah, probably a little amped up start of the game.
And that energy draws a foul on Ajane Coleman from Alexis Hines, who is making the start alongside number 11, Janessa Bowling, and Nikki Andaya in the backcourt. Joining her in the front court is Laura Lawson and Audrey Jones. Meanwhile, for the Comets, they're going to be starting Carol Olden, who has the ball, with Jackie Moody, Ajane Coleman, Daza Pounds, and Cindy Vidal. So, Pounds.
And right now, the Lady Falcons are in the man-to-man here.
It's like a little zone.
Look, actually, I'm sorry, it is a zone.
So, Pounds just threw one up and gathered in by Hines. Bowling pushing the pace. Throws it over to Andaya. Andaya to Jones. Laura Lawson in. Post move. Off the backboard and too strong. Gathered in by Moody.
Yeah, nice move there. I mean, just wasn't able to get the necessary English to go in.
And you look right off the bat, and Laura Lawson's size looks like it's going to be a pretty big factor for Solano.
Yeah, definitely. She's one of the bigger bodies out there. And you have a advantage in size. You want to take advantage of it, impose your will.
And Laura Lawson gets the ball, throws it up to Andaya, breaks the press. Andaya drives off the backboard. Laura Lawson scoops up that offensive rebound.
Great rebound by Laura Lawson there to keep her team with a possession, second chance.
Andaya drives a little free throw jumper off to the right. So Andaya misses her first 2 shots of the night. Olden drives to her right, pass, Bowling, and up and in. So good drive by Carol Olden.
Yeah, Olden was able to go coast to coast, get it to the right block, and lay it off the glass easily for 2.
So Contra Costa trying to press this Solano offense. I don't know if that's the right defensive strategy. That's what Solano does a lot on defense, so they practice breaking the press.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Contra Costa's defensive strategy works as Andaya with the pull-up strong. So Andaya cold shooting to start off as the Comets lead 4-0.
Yeah, and it looks like Jackie Moody was able to, she lost her balance and just kind of fell out of bounds. So another possession here for the Lady Falcons.
So Alexis Hines into Janessa Bowling. And to Laura Lawson in the post. They are going to swarm her all night. And it is tipped away back to Bowling for 3. And it is long. Lawson gathers the rebound. And foul on Cindy Vidal.
Yeah, good activity out there by Laura Lawson. She's crashing the boards, getting another possession for her teammates. And now she finds her way to the line, shooting 2 free throws.
And Laura Lawson really is the prototypical center that you would want in women's basketball. She has a nose for the ball, offensive rebounds. She averages 6.6 per game.
So about 7 rebounds a game. So, she's active. She already got 2 offensive rebounds going into this game.
So that's only on the offensive end. She averages 12 total. She averages 13 and 12. So Laura Lawson improving on that freshman season here at Solano as she knocks the ball out of bounds, out of the hands of Ajane Coleman. So Contra Costa up 4-2 with 17-21.
And Laura Lawson is very active on both ends of the floor now.
and her size. She's the tallest girl on the court, Jackie Moody, but that's her second post bucket of the game, so Jackie Moody with some post play.
Yeah, was able to slip in there and get an easy bucket off the glass. Now a little pressure here by the Lady Comets.
There's Andaya gathering the ball up to Lawson off her fingertips, so the Comets defense is actually working.
Yeah, I think that was a double ricochet there.
Yeah, it tipped off of a Contra Costa finger, and Laura tried to gather it but couldn't quite.
Definitely, yeah.
So good defense by Contra Costa getting in the passing lane. Ajane Coleman down to Moody. Moody with the drive and off the backboard and off the hands of Alexis Hines, not able to get that rebound. Going to be substituted for Miranda Holman.
Yeah, I think Hines is a little amped up out there. She's been kind of playing a little bit, now I want to say out of control, just a little amped up.
Yeah, that's the style of play that we've seen from Alexis Hines all season. Very energetic player, usually coming off the bench, but starting tonight's game, Ajane Coleman with a floater, Bowling with a rebound, who rebounds well for her size at a guard. She drives it. Oh, nice pass to Laura Lawson.
Nice pass right there in the middle. Was able to get Lawson right up under the basket for an easy 2.
And Bowling, one of the bright spots at the guard position, freshman guard, averaging 7 and 3, 7 points, 3 assists. And Vidal in the post, not able to get it. They tied it up. Nobody's calling a jump ball. Okay, finally, ref.
Finally, yeah. The possession arrow goes back to Solano. But that was a nice tie up there by Laura Lawson. I mean, she's doing everything right now. She's getting active on the board. She's getting to the free throw line, and she's playing some great defense out there.
So Moody, timeout, a turnover from Contra Costa side on the inbounds play.
Yeah, I don't think she was able to run the baseline. She had to stay stagnant, and she ran that baseline, and that is a violation.
So mental error there from Solano's side, and the ball's in the hands of Carol Olden. Olden over to Coleman, guarded by Nikki Andaya, trying to break her down, post her up, and Andaya called for the reach-in foul, a little over-aggressive from Nikki Andaya.
Yeah, Moody was trying to get her down there to post her up, and Andaya made a ill-advised reach down there.
So 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes for Solano. We'll keep an eye on foul trouble. That was a big story in their last game against Los Madonnas. Laura Lawson getting in foul trouble early on, getting her out of the ball game early in the first half. And a weird play from Contra Costa, everybody yelling to get her to the right end of the court. And Olden misses the 3. Vidal tips it out of bounds, so it'll be Solano ball.
Yeah, and coach there was very upset with her lackadaisical effort to go after that ball. I don't think she understood that the ball was still live. She thought it was a backcourt, baby.
So Holman to Andaya. Andaya in the middle to Janessa Bowling, who has some room. Going to drive, going to lay it up. And off the backboard and good. So good, strong move from Janessa Bowling.
Great move by Bourne. Earlier in the last possession, she's able to find Lawson for an easy 2. Now she drives the ball all the way to the cup, off the window, plus a foul. Let's see if she can convert for a 3-point play.
So Janessa Bowling on the air. Only a 58% free throw shooter, but she doesn't go there too often. She's really a perimeter type shooter.
Yeah.
Very impressive 3-point shooter. And her form, it looks like she shot putting the basketball, but she seems to be able to repeat that motion for a pretty good success rate.
Yeah, and sometimes, people criticize people the way they shoot, but once you feel comfortable with your shot and you repeat it a numerous times, it becomes your shot.
Exactly. It doesn't have to look the prettiest. You just have to be able to repeat the motion.
I.e. Joakim Noah.
I.e. Sean Marion. So Laura Lawson gets the ball and rebound and gets it to Bowling, who pushes it up. And you'll notice Solano's pace is always up-tempo. Holman into the post, makes a nice up and under, and she hits it.
Nice move there by Holman. Was able to gather herself, go up and under, and get on the lip of the rim to roll in for 2.
And she's really been impressive as of late, taking a bigger role on this team, and she's improved her post game. In the beginning of the year, she looked a little out of sorts, just getting used to the pace of the game as Bowling rebounds it and pushes it up tempo yet again and gets the ball off the backboard and is tipped out to Brooke Gibbons, who gathers the ball, and they're going to get it to Holman, and she's going to probably take the ball out and use some clock.
Yeah.
And Laura Lawson gets it out to Andaya. She's wide open for 3. Rainbows it in.
Yeah, and there was a nice flash to the free throw line by Laura Lawson. she was able to have the defense collapse on her to get an open shot there.
To Nikki Andaya.
For Nikki Andaya.
One of the Solano Splash sisters, along with Audrey Jones.
Yeah.
We'd given them the moniker because they're excellent three-point shooters.
Definitely.
You see that rainbow Dirk Nowitzki type three from Andaya. It looks pretty every single time.
The 12-6 drop.
Ajane Coleman with the lefty three, not good. And a foul on the rebound. Lindsay Chow into the game. She's going to be called for over the back on that rebound.
Yeah, and you know, the Falcon ladies got up to a somewhat of a slow start. Now they're kind of up in the tempo, and they have a 5-point lead with a little bit more than 5 minutes left in this first half.
And that pass just out of the reach of Brooke Gibbons, and she saves it in and gets the ball and pokes it to Chow. Chow for three. It is short. Bowling, like I said, rebounds for her size and pushes the ball up the court on the fast break, pulls up, gets it to Audrey Jones, wide open from the top of the key, and the three is out. So good open three, just not able to make that shot that time on that possession. Coleman drives to the right, puts it up. Not the best angle for a lefty, driving to the right and pulling up with the left.
Pulling with the left,
Defender being able to contest that shot.
Exactly, and you're on the opposite side of the block, so you want to be able to use your right hand on the right side so you can gather yourself, get the ball up on the glass, and possibly convert for a 2 or 3 point play.
So Andaya coming in to replace Bowling, and Alexis Hines giving Laura Lawson a break. So the lineup out on the floor is Andaya and Gibbons in the backcourt, with Audrey Jones playing the three, Alexis Hines and Miranda Holman in the front court. So Andaya playing the point, which she did a lot of last year. The sophomore. Get the ball to Brooke Gibbons, who is fouled on the play by Jackie Moody.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive there by Moody, coming into the teeth of that pass and bump.
Bump Brooke Gibbons. So Audrey Jones going to take the ball out with 13-14 left in the first half. 11-7 Solano leads. And Andaya gets the ball. She's got some space in the zone defense now. And Andaya spaces for three, and it's going to be off and short to the left.
Nope.
And that ball goes off the hands of Alexis Hines. So not being able to make a couple three-point shots on the last couple possessions for Solano.
Yeah. But Solano is playing active defense. I mean, they're holding the Lady Comets only to 6 points right now. We have a little bit more than 7 minutes passed in this first half.
And Owen Zezzi, say that 10 times fast, gets the ball and is off her fingertips.
Owen Zezzi wasn't able to corral that ball. And now we have Solano with another possession. The Comet Lady with a press here.
So Holman breaks the press, gets to Alexis Hines. Alexis Hines turns. Gonna get to Audrey Jones wide open for three. Let's see if she makes it. She is off the back of the rim. Andaya gonna take the ball out, reset the clock to 25 now. And the ball swings around Alexis Hines. Gonna cross-court it to Andaya. Andaya gets it to Jones. Jones out to Holman. Holman drives, fakes, and passes back out. And dangerous pass, and stolen by Chow. Lindsay Chow on the 1-on-3 fast break and is able to hit it.
Yeah, she threw it off the glass and took a 1-on-3 fast break and converted for her teammates.
So good play there by Chow. And Andaya blows by Chow. And that's an offensive foul. You sure about that, ref?
Yeah, well, you know, she was a little bit out of control. I think she allowed the defender to get stationary, and she did kind of bowl her over, but could have went either way.
It's just a weird angle, I suppose.
Yeah.
To, like, get it like a glancing shot, and she goes flying.
Away. Somewhat of maybe a little flop there, but hey.
That's basketball nowadays, isn't it, Kareem?
It's basketball, man.
The flop. I blame World Cup soccer for the flop.
Yeah.
Or Derek Jeter. Remember Derek Jeter? He got a hit by pitch and hit at the back of his bat, and he acted like it broke his pinky or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Glad that guy's retired as a Red Sox fan.
Anything to sell a play, huh?
So on that Pounds miss, Days of Pounds, not able to hit it. Laura Lawson into the game, rebounding over all of Contra Costa.
Yeah, great rebound there by Laura Lawson in traffic. You know, a lot of Comet ladies' hands corralling her, but she's able to stay tough up there and stand tall and corral that rebound.
And Contra Costa's limited bench is only going to be compounded with the fact that Solano has a lot of quality bigs on the team with Laura Lawson, Alexis Hines, and Miranda Holman constantly rotating with each other. If they can get a nice rotation, give each other some breaks, they can easily control this rebounding game. But rebounding is mentality, so if Contra Costa really has a mentality for it, they can keep up. Janessa Bowling is a good example. She has 3 rebounds, and she's the smallest girl on the court right now.
On the court, yeah.
Alexis Hines into Laura Lawson at the post, puts it up, and it is short. Follows the miss, but rebounded by Olden. Carol Olden to Chow. Lindsay Chow to Vidal in the post. Goes right, passes out to Olden. Good closeout by Alexis Hines. Hines goes to double Vidal, and she is over-aggressive and fouls.
And that's been Hines all night tonight. She's been, a little bit too aggressive, and, she's allowing it easy for the defender to get the call by the reaching. And
right on target, or great timing. Alexis Hines is going to be taken out for Holman.
Get her a blow.
I think Borchert is seeing what you're seeing. Alexis Hines just very, very aggressive at this point, at the detriment to Solano, I would say, at this point.
Yeah.
So the ball is dribbled out of bounds. And so the Contra Costa turns the ball over.
And with the Contra Costa women only dressing 8 players, you would have to think that the Solano women were able to take advantage of that and try to keep the tempo up pace.
Bowling has the ball up at the top. Going to cycle it over to Lawson. Back to Bowling. Almost stolen away. Bowling with the pull-up jumper, and it is off. But Laura Lawson up there to clean it up.
Laura Lawson following the ball, corralling the offensive rebound, and getting it back on the glass for an easy 2.
Laura Lawson just doing what she does, collect offensive rebounds and make buckets. So Pounds over to Olden. Chow for 3. Chow off back iron, and it is off the defender, Owen Zezzi.
Yeah, could have been over the back, but she did hit the ball out of bounds, so lesser of 2 evils.
Yeah. So Brooke Gibbons checking back in for Audrey Jones. So Bowling and Kai Roberts in the backcourt. Holman, Lawson, and Gibbons in the front court. So Gibbons passes over to Bowling. And Gibbons wide open for 3. She's going to take it. She's going to be long. Kai Roberts with offensive rebound, puts it back up and short. And Lawson kicks it back out to Gibbons. Gibbons drives, going to do a little floater, and it is going to rattle out. And Holman got to ping-pong it back in. So
off the window with a 5-footer there. Nice offensive rebounding by the Lady Falcons. They was able to corral 2 different offensive rebounds and get the bucket.
So the story for Solano early on, Janessa Bowling starting with some scoring opportunities. And as Contra Costa travels the ball, but as of late, Laura Lawson and Miranda Holman really doing great things on the offensive end, rebounding and putting the ball up.
Definitely. And then on the defensive end, they're coming down and they're making it hard for the Lady Comets to get easy shots. They're making their presence felt down there and utilizing their size advantage to get another turnover.
So the score is 15-8 with 9:30 left in the game. And, boy, this game is looking a whole lot like the last game where Solano only won by 6 points, 64-58. Low-scoring game for Solano.
Yeah, very low-scoring game for Solano. They're 7th in conference, or averaging 75 points a game.
And Bowling misses the 3. So Olden drills ball up over to Coleman. Coleman, the lefty, is swarmed by both Holman and Bowling in the zone defense. Lawson over to help. Good job on help defense. Ball is up, and it is bouncing around and out.
Didn't get the shooter's roll there. Hit the rim twice. Usually you find a way to fall down, but it bounced out on her.
Bad luck by Daisy Pounds. Bowling up in the zone. Gonna see some movement now from Solano offense. Gibbons up top over to Kai Roberts. Holman flashes. Gibbons for 3, and it is off back iron. Kai Roberts and Laura Lawson converge on that rebound, but that was a bad bounce.
Yeah.
Same team, guys, same team.
And Anjanae Coleman was able to get the rebound and start our offense here for the Lady Comets.
So it's Pounds fouled by Gibbons, or on Kai Roberts, rather. So the score is 15-8. So the Splash Sisters checking in.
Splash Sisters back in there.
Nikki Andai and Audrey Jones. Audrey Jones are our last Best Buy player of the game after hitting about 6 3-pointers in the game.
Yeah, last game she was very active from distance.
So far this game, she hasn't hit her 3-point shot, but she hasn't had a lot of opportunities to shoot. So we'll see how she duplicates her efforts today after a great game Wednesday. Brooke Gibbons has the ball wide open for 3, and she makes it this time. So Brooke Gibbons gets on the board for 3 points.
Yeah, and I love the way Janessa Bowling was able to penetrate, get the ball into early offense, and get a 3-pointer at the top of the key.
Yeah, Brooke, a 28% 3-point shooter, so she's able to hit that 3-pointer. So 3-point attempt is long. Going to be rebounded, though, by Contra Costa.
Rare offensive rebound there by Contra Costa.
Contra Costa settling for a lot of threes. No hold on Laura Lawson. Matt Borchard is screaming at the ref that Vidal was holding Lawson as Bowling weaves past 2 defenders, throws it up over the reach of Lawson.
Yeah, and the great penetration there by Bowling. Probably a bounce pass right there on the block would have been an easier play to convert, but nice thought and effort there by Bowling.
But it was some good ball handling to get past 2 defenders, get uneven numbers on a simple rebound.
Yeah.
So that's really something that Matt Borchard preaches is if you listen to him on the sidelines, it's pace and push it. That's the 2 things he says a lot. They have a very high-octane offense and very swarming defense.
Yeah, and that's what I was speaking about earlier. I mean, with the comment ladies only dressing up 8, you want to push the tempo, keep them going up and down the court, and eventually, even though they only could sub in 3-8, of their players that's on the bench, they're going to be spent, they're going to be tired, and that's when you take advantage of them only having 8 dressed tonight.
And so it's a 10-point game at this point with 7:17 left in the first half. Jackie Moody has 4 points for Contra Costa to lead them, while Bowling has 5 points. Lawson probably has 6, I would say.
Yeah.
To lead Solano.
And the Lady Falcons coming to this game with an 8-2 conference record, won 3 straight, 7-1 at home, 4-2 away. So, they defend their home court right.
They always play very well at home. Ajane Coleman now settles for the 3, and it is short. The ball is off the hands of Jackie Moody, so it's going to be Solano ball yet again. So defensive stops on the half court is the name of the game for Solano.
Yeah. Great half court defense. They're allowing the Comets only one. The Lady Comets only 1 shot on the basket, and they're not having any problems breaking this press.
And it gets it to Audrey Jones. Laura Lawson was open for a split second, but Contra Costa able to get back on defense. Bowling over to Kai Roberts for 3, and it is off the back iron. Gibbons gathers offensive rebound, passes it over to Audrey Jones. Audrey Jones spots up, but passes inside instead of Laura Lawson, who's up and good from inside.
And Laura Lawson having a lot of success flash in the middle, being able to catch the ball at its highest point and convert for an easy 2.
So Laura Lawson having a typical Laura Lawson type game on her way to yet another double-double. See if Contra Costa can't get on the board with Vidal. Vidal goes past Kai. Pounds over to Coleman. Coleman for 3. Has not hit a 3 yet. And Coleman gets her own rebound over to Moody. And they get a first bucket in quite a while.
Yeah, and a rare offensive rebound there by the Lady Comets. She was able to make a good pass there to Moody and then lay it up off the glass for 2.
So Bowling over to Kai Robertson, the press. Dumps it down to Laura Lawson. Ill-advised pass, and it's stolen away by Jackie Moody.
Yeah, I think that was the one time that the press by the Lady Comets had an effect on the Lady Falcons there.
So Coleman over to Pounds. Days of Pounds drives it. Throws it up at the rim. Rebounded by Brooke Gibbons. You can hear Borchard maybe saying push the ball. Janessa Bowling over to Audrey Jones for 3. Wide open. Off back iron. You don't want to leave Audrey Jones that wide open.
No, and I think she had a little bit too much time to take on that shot and just missed it on the back iron.
Yeah, sometimes shooters don't like to be that wide open. As Ajane Coleman shoots the 3, no good. Hey, if Ajane Coleman wants to keep throwing up 3s, I think Solano will take that. As Bowling out of the reach of Kai Robertson. Some sloppy play from the offensive end from Solano.
A couple turnovers from Solano, and like I spoke about earlier, sometimes the bounce pass is a better pass. It's an easier pass to deal with. When you throw it ahead of yourself and you're running, you're not really sure of the speed of the ball, and it kind of throws off the person that's trying to receive it. So a bounce pass is a lot better pass for the receiver to corral and make an offensive move to the glass.
So let's see if Solano can correct some of those mental mistakes. And Ajane Coleman drives and lays it up and in. That's more of a game that is successful than shooting long threes.
Yeah, nice move there by Coleman. Instead of taking a long three, she's able to get to the teeth of the defense and kiss it off the window.
So dangerous pass from Holman into double coverage, and it is stolen away. A three is taken, and it is short. Rebound by Miranda Holman. So Olden not able to hit that three, and Daya pushes the pace and draws back out.
Setting up the offense here for the Lady Falcons.
So Jones over to Andaya, wide open. Over to Holman. Miranda Holman dribbles, passes to Brooke Gibbons. Over to Andaya for a long three, and it is good.
Andaya from 30.
And it's nothing but the bottom of the net from Andaya.
Nice set shot there. Rotation sensation from 12 to 6 downtown, Julie Brown.
She's only a 30% free throw shooter, but that statistic is not at all telling of her shooting ability.
Not at all. And I think once she gathers herself and get her feet up under her, she has a great shot. You know, she had time, so she can shoot it from wherever on the court. And she just proved that with the last possession.
So Andaya going to be the point guard here for Solano on this half-court set. And Lawson draws the foul from the full-court press from Carol Olden.
And the Lady Comets, they are anticipating that pass to the middle. And once the Lady Falcons player is flashing there, they're trying to get in the passing lane to disrupt that pass, but the last three possessions they've been fouling on that play. Excuse me, the last two possessions they got steals. This last possession they got a foul. So
Gibbons open in the three. And Andaya open for three again. Andaya rambles it in, and it is good. So 3 threes from Nikki Andaya.
Yeah, and this one comes on the left side there. Like I said, nice time, within rhythm, and knocks it down.
So Nikki Andaya putting a spark into this Solano offense with 2 back-to-back rainbow threes. So Chow over to Coleman. Coleman in the zone defense. Are they going to settle for another outside shot? Yes, they are. Pounds for 3 off back iron, and Holman rebounds it.
Great rebound by Holman. And the Lady Falcons.
Lawson open for that transition bucket.
And that's what you want your bigs to do. Go right down the middle of the court, make yourself known, put your hands up, and get a layup for an easy bucket there to go up 16.
That's Matt Borchard offense. He wants you to push the ball, push the tempo, get as many possessions as possible as Coleman finally hits her first three-point shot of the evening.
Ajane Coleman will not be denied. Try again until you knock it down.
So Nikki Andaya dribbles the ball up, gets it to Gibbons. Jones into Lawson wide open, and she is fouled by Ajane Coleman.
Yeah, a good foul there by Coleman. You don't want to give Lawson a free bucket there, but I love the way Laura Lawson is making her presence felt. She's making herself known. She's the biggest body out there, getting them hands up, letting her teammates see that she's at the bucket. Give me a good pass, and I'll finish.
So, yeah, it may be a good decision from Contra Costa because Lawson only a 53.9% free throw shooter as she makes the first.
Well, that rotation there looked like she was 80%.
Yeah, some of the Solano numbers are a bit staggering. They're different from what you see.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of these games, Laura Lawson, she's a pretty good mid-range jump shooter, so you would expect her to be fairly well at the free throw line.
And it could be the attempts. You know, she only averages 5 attempts a game, so it could be the attempts.
So Coleman, after the miss from Lawson, who's from my alma mater, Armia. Go Indians, no? Some love there. Bounce to Coleman. Coleman drives, up and under, and she misses. Lawson with the rebound, out to Bowling. And she's pressured by Daisy Pounds. Behind the back, up to Lawson, who's going to break the press. Going to dribble it out over to Bowling. Audrey Jones wide open for 3. And she's off back iron again, so not a good three-point shooting night from Audrey Jones.
Yeah, it rimmed out on her. That's like the third one tonight.
I'm telling you, though, if they're going to keep letting her be that wide open in the second half, she's going to absolutely kill them.
Yeah, definitely.
So Miranda Holman with the rebound, so one and done yet again from the Contra Costa Comet offense. Bowling over to Audrey Jones. Lawson flashes in the middle, up, and it is strong back iron, falls or miss. Back out to Audrey Jones. Wide open for three yet again, and it is short. So just not finding the touch from outside.
Yeah, nice rebound there by Jackie Moody for the Lady Comets to try to start their offense and get a bucket.
So Aujane Coleman, their leading scorer at 19.7 a game, averaging 6.4 rebounds and 4.6 assists. And those numbers are somewhat inflated because they only play 8.
Yeah, when you're only dressing 8, you're going to get a lot of productivity from your starting 5 as well as your bench because you have to give them blows every now and then. So we like to see the Lady Falcons take advantage of that, keep the tempo going up, and allow the Lady Comets to try to play from this deficit down 14 or 13 now.
Yeah, as Carol Olden hits the first free throw. Lindsay Chow checking into the game for Aujane Coleman.
And I think the key right now is just allowing the Lady Comets only one shot on the glass.
And she hits the second. So Janessa Bowling trying to break this press with Audrey Jones. Passes over to Brooke Gibbons. Gibbons better get the ball out before she gets trapped, and she dribbles past the entire defense and lays it up and in.
And if you're going to break the press, that's the way you want to do it. Sometimes you have to go past the defenders, get to the cup, and convert for 2.
So great play by Brooke Gibbons to get past that double team by dribbling past both of them. So Days of Pounds over to Vidal. Chow for 3. Chow short. Vidal with the rebound, stolen away by Janessa Bowling, just snatched it out of her hands. Bowling gonna lay it up and off the backboard and in. Her second and one opportunity.
Yes, great defense by Janessa Bowling. She was able to strip the offensive player, get the ball, corral it herself, get down to the other end, take the contact and the harm for an easy bucket off the glass and opportunity for a 3-point play.
So Janessa Bowling, one of the bright spots as a freshman. Started the year as a backup point guard to Nikki Andaya, as Nikki Andaya was the primary point guard, but Janessa Bowling really played herself into this starting lineup.
Yeah.
There really is no doubt from the games that the starters are definitely going to be Lawson, Jones, Andaya, and now Bowling, and they just sort of rotate based off the matchup, whether it's Alexis Hines, Holman, or Brooke Gibbons occasionally get starts.
Definitely. And, you know, that's good to see as a freshman and getting some experience, some playing time, and she's going to be one of the leaders going into next season.
Yeah, because Lawson and Jones right there over to Holman. Out of bounds, but Lawson and Daya and Jones, all sophomores from a great season last year.
Yeah.
They won their first round playoff game and lost to Fresno City College, who is no slouch. We traveled there to do that game at Fresno City. They had one heck of a player who I swear looked like female LeBron James. She could do everything. She was tall, she was fast, she could dribble, she could shoot. And they had 3-point shooters. I tell you, they were draining threes left and right.
Yeah.
And Solano led at halftime in that game. They were very talented last year with the likes of point guard Taylor Hamilton, who we called TP3 because of her playmaking ability.
Yes, sir.
They had Alexis Clay. I cannot remember her name. Ariel Clay, that's it.
Okay.
Ariel Clay and Denisha Lundy, all three moving on to the next level, getting scholarships, and I have no doubt Laura Lawson would as well. The way she plays and hustles every single game for Solano. Losing those three sophomores coming back really had to step up. Lawson and Dye and Audrey Jones.
Yeah. And, you know, you like to see Laura Lawson be a leader like she is. You know, she's been, you know, the person that's put her stamp on this game tonight, rebounding points, and definitely, you know, being active on the defensive end.
So 5 seconds and counting for Contra Costa. Vidal for 3, and it's off back iron and out of bounds, and that's going to be the half. So Solano's going to end this with a 19-point lead, 36-17. What do you think the first half summary would be for Kareem?
Well, from what I've seen in the first half, it's just the rebounding. I mean, the penetration by the Lady Falcons and the tempo. I mean, tempo is key. You know, they're allowing themselves to get in their offense early. Great ball handling by Janessa Borland, getting herself going to the basket, a couple and ones early in this first half. And then you got Laura Lawson, I mean, a consummate, you know, professional down there, doing the dirty work, getting the rebounds, getting the points, you know, in and out. And, you know, with a 19-point lead, it's going to be tough for the Lady Comets. We're only 8 dressed to get back into this game in the second half.
Nikki and I hitting 3 huge three-pointers, really blowing this lead up to what it is right now. And so at the half, Solano's going to lead by 19. We'll see what's in store in the second half right after this.
All right.
Well, hi, everybody. Greg Poff here in the Solano College Sports Network studios to tell you about a great opportunity here at Solano Community College, where we are the only community college in the nation to have our own sports network program. So if you're interested in a career in sports broadcasting, Solano Community College is the place for you. Lots of opportunities to develop your skills in sports broadcasting, as you can see, either as a host for one of our sports shows or covering many of the Solano sports events that we cover here at the college. You can learn to do all the behind-the-scenes work in our Sports Network studio that has been completely revamped. Learn to host your own Sports Network studio, show, or be out there live covering high school football. We even cover some high school sports as well. Learn how to improve your interview skills, get behind the camera, learn how to speak on the mic, and also learn all that it takes to be able to operate in a studio using the green screen. So lots of opportunities here at the college for you in our Solano College Sports Network studio. So if you're interested in taking our sports broadcasting class, you can join us here at the college every Wednesday from 1 to 4 in the Solano Sports Network studios. That's in room 121. And if you'd like more information about our sports broadcasting program, hit me up by sending me an email to gpoff@solano.edu or give me a call here at the college at 707-864-4537. We'd love to see you here in the spring semester. Be a part of our Solano College Sports Network studios. We're here at Solano Community College. It's more than just sports. It's an education.
Hi, I'm Remington Green, and this is my broadcasting partner, Kayla Gibbons. Today we're going to talk about one of the most hands-on classes you'll ever consider taking.
We're talking about
Sports broadcasting. After everything's said and done, this class has taught me how to be involved, and it's given me experience in the field of sports broadcasting. It's taught me how to work behind a microphone, it's taught me how to work a camera, and it's ultimately taught me how to be a people person and talk to coaches and teachers and players. It's given me involvement because this is a 2-year institution and kids come and go, and there's kind of a hard way to be involved in such a community that's always fluctuating. It's giving me the opportunity, like I mentioned, to talk to coaches about their players and their team and what do they look for in the future, and to teachers about what their plans are for, their classes that they have. And ultimately, this class has given me an experience that I would never take back.
Definitely. I'll definitely have to fully agree with Remington on that. This class has benefited me in many ways. I came into the class, it's my first semester here at Solano. I'm a comm major. I had no clue what I would be doing in the class. I was nervous. Oh no, I have no experience being behind the camera. This class brought me full experience. Poff is a great professor. He works with each student hands-on. You learn so much about doing interviews, working with others in group settings, as well as being there for sports events at the school, such as, basketball games, soccer games. You're fully working hands-on in the field, and it's a great class to be a part of.
At the end of the day, this class really, really, truly shows you what it means to be a sports broadcaster or a cameraman or an electrician guy who's just trying to help us out. And this is an experience, and it's not just a class where you've got textbooks and lectures, but it's something that really gets you involved and really sets you up for something. If this is the future and the major that you want to have, this definitely sets you on the right path.
Definitely. If you're tired of, day-to-day lectures and classes, taking notes, and you want something more hands-on, I definitely recommend that you register for Com 75 Sports Broadcasting in spring 2015.
Thank you.
And we're back with the second half with Solano up by 19, and Solano typically a second half basketball team, if you can believe that. So look for Solano to keep with the tough defense and expand on this lead, maybe get to 20.
Yeah, and we don't want to see the Lady Falcons get complacent. Like you said, up 19. Being a second half team, this should be a 30-point game by the end.
So Lawson, I think your prediction's pretty good, Kareem. With the rebound, gives it to Janessa Bowling, who pushes the tempo up the court. Pass Pounds. Over to Andai, guarded by Ajane Coleman. And cross court to Audrey Jones. Over to Alexis Hines for the free throw. They practice that shot every single time in warm-ups, and Alexis Hines hits it.
Alexis Hines, her first bucket of the night. She's able to flash at the free throw line, extended, bank it off the window for 2.
So that's a play you'll see Solano if you ever come down to Solano Gymnasium. The girls come off a curl, stop at the free throw line, take a jumper, and that was prototypical Solano basketball.
Definitely. That's their patented move, patented shot, and they convert it.
So good play by Pounds to drive Audrey Jones off of Coleman, but Coleman not able to hit the 3. So Andia's off to the races with Bowling. Bowling shoots it up off the backboard, and it's good.
Nice pass there by Andia. She got it down to Bourne on the right block. She had that easier shot to convert, and she did that for 2 points.
And so that backcourt of Bowling and Andia really playing very well for Solano. And the high arcing jumper is good by Deza Pounds.
Yeah, Deza Pounds able to get off the schneid on the board. Nice little elbow jumper there from 15 feet.
So Andia past Coleman, and she fouls her off the arm. So a little over-aggressive play by Ajane Coleman.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive play. I thought they was going to call it out of bounds on her, but nice play there, or excuse me, nice call there by the refs.
Yeah, good correction there. And Dia wide open for 3, and she hits it off the backboard, follows her own miss. Over to Audrey Jones. Oh, the splash sister. She's off. So neither Andia nor.
No splashes for that splash, sisters.
Nope. Still on land, but you know, they'll eventually find those sea legs. So over now to Olden. Olden with the jumper. And off the backboard. And to Andia, who pushes the ball. 5 on 3. Andia splits through everybody and lays it up and in.
Oh, nice move by Andia there. She's able to cross over a little bit, get back to the middle of the key, and put it on the lip of the rim for 2.
And the first fundamental of fast break. Somebody stopped the ball.
Yeah, stop the ball. That's the first defensive
philosophy there.
Exactly.
So Ajane Coleman, the lefty. No look pass. Almost didn't see it by Deza Pounds, but she collects it and throws it out of bounds off of Carol Olden's hands.
Yeah, Carol Olden, I think she was wanting to make a move before she actually had the ball. As they say in football, see the ball in before you make your move.
So Miranda Holman checking back in for Alexis Hines. Holman had a pretty solid first half, rebounding the ball, scored 4 points. Audrey Jones has the ball now as they break the full court press, which really hasn't done much to the Solano offense.
No, haven't done much at all. They've been able to have somebody flash middle.
As Andia pulls up for the jumper.
Nice jumper there by Andia on the right-hand elbow from 15. Nothing but net.
Good offensive players always have a move and a counter move.
Yeah.
Andia is a great three-point shooter, so she poses like she's going to hit the 3 as Ajane Coleman misses. And she lets the defender blow by, and she pulls up for 3. So Bowling in the corner. Now try to kick the ball.
Yeah, try to kick
Coleman.
The ball there.
Audrey Jones into Miranda Holman for the jumper and is off iron, but Lawson back up and in.
There's Laura Lawson again with her 6th offensive rebound, was able to put it back off the window for 2.
So Laura Lawson having a great game as the score is 46-19.
And if the Lady Comets have any factor getting back in this game, they're going to have to get more moves like that at the cup. She just wasn't able to convert. But staying on the perimeter, hey, it's going to be in for a long night.
And Bowling just driving by this Comets defense. Her speed really a big factor on why their defense isn't working. A great pass from Jones to Lawson.
Yes, great pass from Jones to Lawson. Lawson was able to flash to the right side of the block, make herself available, put them hands up, got a pass, and kicks it off the window for 2.
So Lawson finishing inside as Vidal able to hit that little hook shot inside. So Andia, great look to Miranda Holman. What a dime.
Great penetration there by Anada, and she found Holman streaking on the left side, was able to finish on the left side, off the window for 2, and a timeout there by the Lady Comets.
So Andia showing her passing prowess as well as her shooting ability here tonight. Andia, the sophomore, really playing well. The whole team is playing well.
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of cohesion. Everybody seems to be on the same page, and they're doing a little bit of things on a consistent level that the boys didn't do in the earlier game. They're making sure that they're flashing the middle, making their presence known, and they're getting an easy pass to the top of the free throw line and being able to convert in the teeth of the defense for high percentage shots.
So Kai Roberts coming in to give Janessa Bowling a break. So Kai in there with Ndai in the backcourt with Holman, Jones, and Lawson. Ajane Coleman has the ball. Gonna see what she can get from the zone defense. Thought about the three there. Olden off back iron. Rebounded by Kai Roberts. 2-on-1 fast break. Kai to Ndaya. Pulls up for the jumper, and it is good. So Ndaya, hot start to the second half.
Great start by Ndaya. Kai Roberts able to push the ball all the way up on the left side. Find a dive to right side elbow from 15.
So now Contra Costa with Coleman. Draws a foul on Audrey Jones.
And with just a little bit over 4 minutes in this second half, the Lady Falcons have extended their lead to 31.
Just as you predicted, Kareem.
Yeah. Did
you predict it in 4 minutes and 43 seconds?
No, I didn't predict it in this short amount of time, but hey, whatever works for the Lady Falcons.
They can certainly put points up in bunches, this offense. And Days of Pounds draws a foul, so strong move from Days of Pounds.
Yeah, nice move there by Pounds. She was able to keep her composure, keep her poise, got to the teeth of the defense in the middle, kiss it off the window for two, has a chance for a three-point play.
Pounds averages 8.9 points a game. Really solid player with 5.2 rebounds and 3.7 assists per game. So Pounds, one of the starters for Contra Costa, doing pretty good for her freshman season. As Ndaya blows by Pounds and off the backboard, and Kai Roberts battling for the rebound, but it's out of bounds towards Solano.
Yeah, and it's a lot of freshmen on the Lady Commons roster, you know, so they have a lot of girls getting some experience here, you know, getting their feet wet, as we say, and still wet behind the ears, but the more experience you get, the better you are.
And, hey, if you get 6 more freshmen, you can get a 12, I was going to say man roster, I guess 12-woman roster. Audrey Jones for three, and it's back iron. Kai Roberts, though, with the putback, too strong. Laura Lawson, her putback is too strong. And Laura Lawson battles for the ball, gets it yet again.
And Laura Lawson is just tenacious on them boards. I mean, she has to have a double-double now.
Lawson, turnaround jumper, short, but that's because she was fouled by Bria Davis.
And we talked about that earlier. It was obvious that she was hit on the arm. I guess the ref had a delayed reaction, but was no question that was a foul there. So way to make that call. We like to see you make it a little earlier so it won't be no controversy.
Right.
But way to be on your job, Zebra.
Yeah. I think a good sign is that the shot was good.
Yeah.
3 feet short, and there's no way Laura Lawson's just going to turn around and shoot it 3 feet short.
Yeah, not from 8 feet, not at all.
So Bowling back in, replacing Ndaya. So Kai Roberts and Bowling. Alexis Hines set to check in. So Hines going to be in for Lawson. So Ndaya and Lawson taking a seat.
And great productive minutes there by Lawson. She was able to continue to rebound, continue to score, and get a blow here in this second half.
So Olden over to Coleman. Vidal passing it to no one. It was deflected.
Yeah, deflected out of bounds
Wasn't
there.
sure who it was passed to, but it was deflected by Solano, out of bounds.
And if the Lady Comets want to keep this game anywhere near respectable, they have to try to get some easy buckets.
Days of Pounds with the fourth shot. If you look behind her, you'd find a wide-open Carol Olden. One of the few sophomores on the team, her and Ajane Coleman.
Yeah.
We've called her name a lot. She's probably the most aggressive offensive player, Ajane Coleman, as a sophomore.
For Contra Costa. Yeah, and, you know, only dressing 8, you know, you got majority of your whole roster are freshmen. You expect experienced Solano team to bring it to them as they are doing tonight.
And also their experience, also their roster is filled with a lot of guards.
Yeah.
Only 2 true forwards and Owen Z. See, I had it and I lost it. Owen Zezzi.
There you go.
And Bria Davis, who are both bench players.
Yeah.
But Jackie Moody is a guard forward. And you can see she has the ability to make a couple buckets down low. So their strength really is in their guard play. But with a tall team like Solano and really good forwards like Miranda Holman and Laura Lawson, just a lot to handle for Contra Costa.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's too much to deal with. You know, the size of Solano, they're imposing their will tonight. And, you know, they're basically taking them out and giving them a taste of their own medicine, I should say.
So Coleman hits the second free throw. It's a 29-point ball game with Laura Lawson checking back in. And it's going to be timeout from Contra Costa.
Yeah, I think a much-needed timeout. You know, you're 6 minutes in to this half, and with only dressing 8, it's going to be tough, you know, to get the rest that you need. So, you know, Coach DeBolt is going to definitely have to, you know, take his timeouts periodically.
And Coach Bolt having an off year. They're 9-11, but he's had some success, right, as a head coach?
Great success. I mean, he started with the college when they started back in '86, so he's been with the team almost 30 years. Averaged 20 wins per season, you know, and won 10 Bay Valley Conference championships, made the playoffs 17 times, and even advanced to the state Elite 8 4 times, played in 2 state championships. So his program has had some success. You know, we talked about the inexperience of his team right now. So it's still to see what they're going to do for the next couple of years.
As Janessa Bowling is hounded and fouled by Coleman in the corner. And last year, that Bay Valley Conference didn't go to Contra Costa. It went right here at Solano. The banner's hanging up. Nice, pretty, brand new.
Yeah.
Stands out over some of the older ones that have faded over time.
Over time, yeah.
It's not metaphorical fading. I mean, literally, the color is not as bright. And
Yep.
Janessa Bowling, long on the three-point, but the battle, Lawson and Holman in there. Jump ball's called, but Solano's going to keep the possession.
Yeah, and prior to tonight's game, you know, Contra Costa is on a 2-game slide, but prior to that, they had won 4 straight. And, you know, they have a respectable conference record. They're 6-4. So, you know, sometimes when you're going up against the bully of the conference, it's going to be tough to dethrone them, but you're getting some much-needed experience for the future.
So Bowling now passes to Kyra Roberts over to Gibbons in the corner. Back to Bowling up top, trying to find some weakness in the defense. Holman getting a no-look pass, wasn't expecting it herself, and threw it up off the backboard.
Yeah, it looked like she was surprised and see that the ball was in her hands.
Ajane Coleman with the jump step, able to hit that.
Nice move by Coleman, a jump step right in the middle of the key, and to finish with her offhand, and you like to see that.
So now the press back on for Contra Costa. Gibbons over to Holman. Kai Roberts to Bowling. And they're into the half-court set. Once again, Laura Lawson backing down. A couple defenders. Kai Roberts up top for 3. Not able to hit it. Foul for the rebound off of Lawson. So it'll be Contra Costa ball.
Yeah, good battle for the rebound there by Holman. Lawson wasn't able to corral it, but as we can see, I think the difference in this game is Solano women are getting second chance opportunities at the basket, and the Comets ladies are not. The Lady Comets are not. They're one and done on their possessions.
That was an interesting inbound. Nobody really came for the ball, so
Yeah.
Ajane Coleman throws it back to number 11, Deja Pounds. So Chow to Vidal. The jumper is missed and rebounded by Brooke Gibbons. Brooke Gibbons pushes, only has Chow back to beat, so Brooke Gibbons throws it up, and it is out. Laura Lawson puts it back up and in.
And there's Laura Lawson again. I mean, time and time again, she's there. Just has a knack for the ball. Was able to get the offensive rebound and put it back for 2.
Something she's really worked on since she got here at Solano. Become one of the premier rebounders in the Bay Valley Conference.
And you can see why she averages a double-double in points and rebounds.
So Holman that time gets Andaya the ball. Brooke Gibbons wide open in the corner for 3. Brooke hits it off back iron, and Andaya gonna throw the ball out to Bowling. Back to Gibbons. Gonna swing the ball around, take a little bit of time, perhaps. 20 seconds on the shot clock. The zone. Andaya penetrates the zone, throws it up. Holman with the rebound, and is fouled by Ajane Coleman.
Yeah, and Holman was able to get in between 2 lady defenders and get that corral, that offensive rebound, and get herself to the line for opportunity for 2 free throws.
Miranda Holman looking like she's taking some tips from Laura Lawson in the offensive end. I think working with her every day in practice with the forwards and the bigs has really benefited Miranda Holman as she's gotten better seemingly every game.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, with Holman and Lawson on the boards, between the 2 of them, they probably out-rebounding the Comets by themselves. So, you know, great action on the offensive board, and that's the difference in this game. That's why this lead is 30, because they're getting more shots at the basket than their opponent.
So Audrey Jones checking back in for Brooke Gibbons. So the starters, except for Alexis Hines, in. So Miranda Holman, it's going to be a timeout from Contra Costa.
Yeah, so, you know, with a 31-point game, a little bit over 11 minutes to go, I see the Solano women not having to do too much as they did in their first half. I think the tempo was a lot more pressed in the first half. Now they're kind of just running their offense and really relying on the offensive rebounds, who getting them extra possessions and allowing them to extend this lead from 19 to 31.
One thing about the man on your screen, Coach Borchert, he doesn't care what the score is.
No.
He strives and he preaches competitiveness.
Yeah.
He does not let his girls let up even in a 31-point game, because you can always learn something no matter what the situation in basketball. If you're up 31, if you're down 31, you shouldn't take your foot off the pedal, so to speak, or you should strive for perfection. Even though you're never going to get perfection, you should still strive for excellence. And I think that's a reason why this program has so much success.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to work on, the things, because like you say, you're never going to be perfect, but it's always something that you can work on throughout the game. Even though the game is probably out of reach for the Lady Comets, you just don't want to let up. You want to run your offense and, as you said, keep your foot on the pedal, because you don't want to give them no sense that they can ever get back in this game.
Right. So that timeout from Contra Costa. Let's see if their offense can get something with this zone look from Solano, with Bowling and Ndai up top, with Jones, Holman, and Lawson. A lot of length there to overcome Chow for three. And it is good. So Lindsay Chow with her first three-point three-point make.
First make, exactly.
She's attempted quite a couple three-point shots in the first half, unable to hit on any.
I believe she's 1 of 6 now.
So Lawson with the ball. Out to Andaya. Good. Pretty good defense from Contra Costa. Not able to get that steal, though.
Yeah.
So Bowling. Out to Lawson. Out to Holman. Just swinging the ball around. 5 on the shot clock. Audrey Jones with the post move, trying to kick it back out to Andaya. So it's going to be 2 on the shot clock. So let's see what Coach Borchert designs for a play.
And good hands there by Deja Pounds. I mean, your team is down 28, but, they're playing as if they're up 28. Or, if the game is just a two-possession game, and that's what you like to see. We spoke about Solano keeping their foot on the pedal, but as a team that's losing, you don't want to play like you're losing.
So 24-second shot clock violation, 30-second. So that ball looked like it was going to Bowling, but Lawson didn't know there's a person behind her, so she thought it was her, so she tipped it.
Yeah.
And unable to corral
ricocheted
that
out
pass.
of bounds, yeah.
So unlucky bounce for Solano. Good post move from Bria Davis, just too high off the backboard, and Miranda Holman not letting Contra Costa get a second chance.
Yeah, and I believe the Lady Comets didn't do enough of that early in that first half. They didn't get to the inside as they're trying to do now.
So now Bowling working the zone defense with Lawson. Lawson with the mid-range jumper, too strong.
A little bit out of Lawson's range. You'd like to see her on that block where she's more effective.
Chow for 3 in the corner, short. And the ball dribbles out of bounds. Nobody touched it, so Solano ball. Alexis Hines going to check back into the game.
But when you're doing the work that Laura Lawson is doing, hey, you can take a couple jumpers here and now.
I think she's built up some credibility.
Yes, definitely.
You know what, Laura? Just do you. You know? Do your thing. So Danica Carlisle playing. First minutes of the game for Danica. Alexis Hines with the trap. Gonna get stolen away, perhaps? No. Fights out of it. Give it to Andaya. Andaya, nobody covers her with the floater short. Lawson there. Lawson battling her own teammate. Not even Alexis Hines can stop her from offensive rebounds.
Yeah, she's going for 20 boards tonight.
So free throw jumper, and that is in her range. So that's the kind of mid-range jumper you'd like to see from Lawson.
Nice, within the game, within her range. 10 to 12 feet, nothing but nylon.
So Aujane Coleman now trying to find something. Lawson poked away. Chow for 3. Short and off the backboard. Interesting bounce there. Carol Olden. Aujane Coleman now trying to drive past Nikki Andaya. Nikki keeps her in front of her. Picks her pocket, and it's off to the races with Andaya and Carlisle. Andaya's going to take it herself and off the backboard and out. But Lawson up. And the foul.
Laura Lawson, I mean, what more can you say for Miss Lawson? I mean, she's getting on the offensive boards. She's converting at will. And she may be the first 20-20 player, excuse me, player.
Probably her.
Yeah, for her because, she's being a beast on the boards, and she has to have close to 20 rebounds now.
It's definitely not unheard of her to go 20-20. She's done it before in her Solana career. I believe she's done it before. It wouldn't surprise me if she had.
Yeah, definitely.
So Ajane Coleman over to Chow, back to Coleman. Drives past Carlisle, puts it up and off back iron, but is fouled in the process by Carlisle.
And Ajane Coleman, she's been very aggressive this half. A lot of her possessions has been, a lot of one-on-one. But, when you're down 30-plus, you just have to do what you have to do to try to keep your team in a respectable form in this game.
But not able to hit that first free throw from Ajane Coleman. The sophomore takes 18 shots a game. Very aggressive on the offensive end. So 8:57 left in the second half. Solana was up 33. And she hits the second. So Bowling going to check back in for Andaya.
Yeah, and that's uncharacteristic of Coleman there. She usually makes 80% of her free throws. So for her to miss two and the air ball, the last one, maybe a little weariness there from all the energy she's been exerting this half.
So we got a timeout with 8:57. We got a little break in the action.
Yeah.
Sunday, big game's going to happen. So let's talk about the Super Bowl a little bit.
A little Super Bowl.
Who do you got in this
Well,
game?
I like the Patriots. I know the heavy money is on them. The line flip-flopped from the start of the first when we knew that those two teams was going to be in it. I believe Seattle was a 2.5-point favorite. Now is New England a 2.5-point favorite. So I just think it's going to come down to execution. If the Patriots can establish a run game, which they didn't do against Baltimore. They passed it all of that second half. And in this game, the AFC Championship game against the Colts, they didn't really have to have a running game because they throttled them 45-7. On the other hand, Seattle, they was able to escape in the AFC Championship game with a win. When you see Russell Wilson have the type of game that he had and still was able to come out, still poised and composed and get that win for his team, what else can this guy do? So we're going to be in for a great Super Bowl. I predict it's going to be under 50 points, and I see New England winning 24-20.
I really think New England's defense is the key to that game. Nobody really talks about. Seattle's offense struggles a lot, and a good defense can shut down Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. So if Patriots have a shot, I think Darrell Reeves and the defense has to play well.
Yeah.
But back to the action. Janessa Bowling swinging around in the zone defense. Laura Lawson gets it. Battles. Bowling for three. And it is off to the right. So rebounded by Jackie Moody.
And Moody, she's been aggressive on the boards for the Lady Comets. It's a turnover here.
Bowling with the steal. No look pass to Danica Carlisle. Carlisle dribbles it back out. Bowling. Let's get a little fancy with the no-look pass.
Yeah. And she's been putting it on the money, too. I think she's been surprising the receiver.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Just there's no eye contact there. Maybe you confuse your receiver as well.
Yeah.
So Ajane Coleman over to Chow in the corner. She's unable to catch that ball. Ball touches the out-of-bounds end line. So Audrey Jones inbounds to Bowling. Bowling races up to the half court because that's what Solano does. They push the pace no matter what.
No matter what.
Audrey Jones swinging around, trying to find a good open shot with Hines and Lawson. Travel. Carlisle shifted her pivot foot just slightly. So Contra Costa's going to take the ball on the side. Days of Pounds into Coleman.
And with this game not in doubt, you would like to see the Solano women get some of their bench players on the court to try to get some PT.
And that is up and in from Jackie Moody. Probably their best post player from Contra Costa.
Yeah, Jackie Moody has been active on both ends of the floor, rebounding, steals, and converting on the offensive end.
Bowling shoots it for three, and it is short and rebounded by Ajane Coleman. So Days of Pounds. Days of Pounds over to Coleman. Coleman drives to her right, her unnatural side, and is fouled, but not on the floor. By Carlisle with the hold. As Miranda Holman sets to check in for Audrey Jones. So 7-14 in the second half, and all sorts of replacements. Kai Robertson, Nikki and I come running on for Carlisle and Bowling, so brand new backcourt.
Yeah. Get them a blow. Probably won't be seeing them again tonight.
So a very interesting looking lineup with Alexis Hines, Miranda Holman, and Laura Lawson.
Yeah, they went big on their front line. I mean, you know, the size of their front line is intimidating for the Lady Comets.
With, I would suppose, Alexis Hines playing the 3, Holman the 4, Lawson the 5.
Yeah.
And Daya and Kai both able to handle the ball, so probably dual point guards. And Daya going to look for 3, and it is good. So Nikki and Daya with yet another 3-point shot from Wild Splash Sisters.
Yeah, Nikki and Daya with that 12-6 drop, elevation sensation, and she knocks down the trifecta.
So do you know mathematically why a high arcing shot is a better shot? Are you aware?
Well, the trajectory to me has a lot to play in there, because the higher you get, the better trajectory that it gets.
It does. So the trajectory coming down, if it's a flatter shot, it has a less chance of going in because there's only so much surface area of the rim.
Yeah.
So if it comes in from top, it has the optimum level of the ball fitting into the hoop.
Correct. And
So-
that's why you see a lot of splash shots, i.e. Stephen Curry. He has a high trajectory on his shot. And, I mean, when that guy gets going, man, he's unstoppable.
So checking into the ball game for the first time is Talia Champion Benjamin. So Coach Borchard emptying the bench. Olden has set up for a corner 3, and it is not good. Champion Benjamin tips it and is gathered by Pounds, so Days of Pounds with the putback.
And Talia Champion Benjamin making her presence felt with her first time on the court tonight.
So Kai Roberts to Andaya for 3, long 3, and it just rattles out. So close on that 3-point shot. Looked like a Donovan Smith 3-pointer from earlier. Just not quite in there.
Went around the rim a little bit, wasn't able to fall, but nice shot nonetheless.
So Ajane Coleman with a nice spin move out to Olden for 3. Short. And in the post, Vidal fouled by Champion Benjamin. Heard that slap all the way from here.
Yeah, she kind of whacked her there, but hey, that's what you want to do. You want to be active. Don't let them get the ball up. If you're going to foul, make it a good foul.
So Vidal, Sydney Vidal.
And just looking at the Lady Comets bench, they're very little bit lackadaisical over there. I mean, they only dressed 8 tonight, so you know they was going to be in for a tall order, you know, to stay in this game. But, you know, it's tough when you only got 8 players to be put on the court.
To their credit, the first game, they only had 8, and they were only lost by 6 points. They were down by 10 in the first half. Outscored Solano in the second. So
By 4, yeah.
in that game, Ajane Coleman and Days of Pounds, who we called a lot in this game, had 14 and 10 respectively, with Jackie Moody having 13. And those 3 really are their offense.
Yeah.
Jackie Moody down low, Pounds and Coleman driving the lane, trying to get some buckets.
Yeah, well, you know, early in that first half, you seen the Lady Falcons run the 2-3 zone on them, and that kept them on the perimeter. They wasn't able to get no easy buckets from the inside. So once they got perimeter happy, you know, the Lady Falcons was able to extend that lead. So now into the second half with a little bit over 5 minutes to go, you know, it just basically we're waiting for the outcome. But the Lady Falcons are on another level. You know, they don't have the complement of their full team that they started with, but they're still playing with a lot of passion, a lot of, you know, energy. And, you know, 8-2 in the BVC is not shabby.
So Bay Valley Conference champions. They are once again on top of the Bay Valley Conference. They were tied going into the game against Los Medanos. They won, so they stay atop. They were tied with 2 other teams, but they had the best record at 15-7 currently.
Yeah, and they're keeping this trend going. I mean, the last 3 wins was by 30+, and here we sit on a 28-point lead right now with a little bit less than 6 minutes to go. So can they make it 4 straight or 30+? Remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen. We'll see if the I was going to say Los Medanos, Contra Costa bench can cut into this lead, make it a little bit nicer in the box score. Nikki and Dye with Kai Roberts in the backcourt, sticking with Hines, Holman, and Champion Benjamin in the front court. With a very tall lineup. Kai Roberts for 3. Back off iron, Nikki Andaya with the rebound to Holman. Holman in the corner to Kai. Kai spots up again, same spot, short. She readjusted a little bit too much there.
Yeah, and it caught the front iron, but we spoke about the trajectory. Just didn't have enough air up under that shot.
That's the thing about trajectory. If you throw it up higher, it takes more energy. So Olden for three, rattles out. Pounds, throws it up there, off back iron. Now Coleman, third chance, tries to little shovel pass to Bria Davis, not able to gather that in.
Yeah, I think she was a little too close to Davis there. Probably should have took the shot herself, and tough pass to try to corral in traffic.
So Solano's going to go small with Hines and Holman sitting on the bench with Audrey Jones and Danica Carlisle. Carlisle the three, Audrey the stretch four, corner three. She's in the corner. Carlisle steps into the jumper, and that's good. That looks like a really nice jumper from Carlisle.
A nice baseline jumper there. She hit it in rhythm and was able to knock it down from 15.
That's what you'd like to see. Step into your shot. Let your legs do the work, not your arms. So Contra Costa with Pounds over to Coleman. Coleman drives, gets the hoop and the foul.
Yeah, Coleman went to the left side. She's a left-hand player, and she took the ball all the way off the window for 2+1.
So Coleman with a 28-point game. We'll see if Solano can get this back up to 30. Coleman trying to cut it down to 27.
Yeah, they've been averaging 74 over the last 4. So with a little bit over 4 minutes to go, it's a pretty good chance that they will hit their average as well as win this game by 30+.
So Bowling checked back into the game for Nikki Andaya. So Bowling and Kai Roberts in the backcourt with Audrey Jones, Danica Carlisle, and Champion Benjamin. Bowling for three, and it is short. Bowling has a very long range, but just short on that.
Yeah, just short on that shot there.
So a nice drive by Carol Olden.
Yeah, nice drive there by Olden. And Bowling's been a little quiet here for the Lady Falcons this half. It's been Laura Lawson's show.
It really has for second chance opportunities. Jones, see if she can hit a three. Not able to. Champion Benjamin called for over the back.
And I think that was just a sense of the ref seeing how she was the bigger player down there. I mean, I think she corralled that ball without going over the back, but a lot of traffic there. Unfortunate there for Champion Benjamin.
Size discrimination.
Yeah.
She's just taller, so she just plucked the ball out of the air.
Took it out the air.
That must be over the back.
Yeah.
I guess technically that was over the back because she was over somebody's back, but that's just because she's tall.
Yeah.
Come on, ref.
And when you're up 24 now, you're not going to do too much complaining. You know, Champion Benjamin don't get a lot of PT, so just to be on the court and being able to run up and down, break a sweat, hey, that's good enough for her.
Yeah, game is in hand for Solano, 23-point game with 3:45. Bowling, going to dribble the ball. They got the ball into the half court in 3 seconds. That pace is what leads to success for Solano. Corner three for Audrey Jones. Off back iron. So Audrey Jones struggling.
Yeah, she's struggling tonight, but not really needed offensively. She's been in the second tier of the offense. It's been, like I spoke earlier, the Lawson and Holman show. They've both been rebounding and scoring at will. So sometimes it's okay to take a night off offensively as long as you do the other things, the little things that matter.
Right. Like offensive rebounding, that's something she's done well. And Audrey Jones really been one of the leaders for Solano in her sophomore year. But I will say the threes that she is taking is well within the system.
Yeah, well
you
within
don't see her jacking up shots that are ill-advised.
No, not at all. And she's playing within herself. And actually in her first half, she did a lot of offensive rebounding, so she's been active all night.
So off the backboard for Contra Costa, Owen ZC. Foul there on Jackie Moody by Champion Benjamin.
And that's all right for Champion Benjamin. She's been active out there, and she's allowing herself to make it difficult for the offensive player to get the ball off the glass. So let her earn it from the line.
Yeah, I think Miranda Holman's going to come check in for Champion Benjamin. Oh, nope. It's going to be for Audrey Jones. Champion Benjamin thought the same thing I was.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm coming out, right? No.
Now, used to being on the court, so she thought the substitution was for her, but coach is leaving her out there and letting her get some PT, some much-needed PT for Champion Benjamin.
So it is Kai Roberts and bowling. So Kai and Danica Carlisle, 2 sophomores, out on the floor. Carlisle into the post to Champion Benjamin, too strong, not able to corral that pass. Olden dribbles the ball up the court, nobody's stopping her. She stops, gets it to Chow for 3. She likes her 3-point attempts. It is short, so Kai Roberts with the long rebound, pushes it. Dribbles back out though, with 2:42 left in the game. Bowling for 3, misses everything. That's all right. She's had a good game otherwise.
Great game otherwise. Penetrating, getting her teammates involved. I mean, she has high assists tonight. So, you know, as we talked about earlier, you don't have to always have your A game offensively. Just do the other things that can contribute to the win.
And, hey, in a blowout win like this, it's kind of nice to have kind of like a comedic moment for a bonding experience. Like the bench will be like, hey, that shot you took at the end of the game, what was that all about?
Well, I was going to say, we didn't have a crowd saying, air ball.
No, not here at Solano. So Jackie Moody with the put in. So cuts it down to 19.
Yeah.
Going to be a little too late, though. Solano, Miranda Holman. Joe's pass, Chow. Nice little floater from Miranda Holman.
The Holman and Lawson show, man. I mean, you know, those two have been outstanding tonight. Very consistent with their play, offensively and defensively.
So Coleman over to Sydney Vidal for 3. Feet set, but Holman, yet another rebound. Bowling looking up the court, trying to find a person to pass to. Carlisle over to Champion Benjamin, and she is strong off the backboard. Fouls Vidal on the follow.
That's all right by Champion Benjamin. Was able to get a shot, missed it, and went for the offensive rebound, but was called for the foul.
So Alexis Hines going to check in. Champion Benjamin getting some greeting from the rest of the Solano bench.
Yeah, she fouls out. Didn't play that long, but she used up every foul she had.
Do they call that a Charles Oakley game?
Yeah.
Who's somebody that fouled? Just Mark Madsen.
Yeah.
For the Lakers.
Yeah, just going in, just a hack.
As the first free throw was made by Sydney Vidal. Gotta love those old school enforcer type bigs that just use all their fouls and then just sit down.
Mm-hmm.
So Vidal, one of the many freshmen for the Comets, hits the second, and timeout was called by Contra Costa.
Timeout.
With a minute 41 left, 70-51, Solano is up. And this game looks well in hand. So Kareem, some things from Solano, they've really stayed within themselves. They expanded on the lead to 30. It's winding down.
Yeah.
They've let up a little bit and let the lead cut down to 19, but really hard to find much wrong with Solano.
Yeah, I mean, the game is well in hand tonight. You know, they did a lot of great things throughout this game. I mean, what more can you say about Lawson and Holman, the rebounding, the scoring? I mean, they just been consistently doing their thing, killing the Comet ladies all through the night. So 19, 20, 30, you know, you're up double digits. The game is well in hand. And now this last minute and 40, you just want to make sure your team stays healthy, nobody gets hurt, and get on to the next game.
And you are watching the Solano Caller Sports Network. You see some fabulous shots from our camera people. Chelsea, Marvell, one of the new guys, Marquise.
Marquise.
Like Mike Keys.
Marquise.
That's how he told me to remember. Marquise.
Yeah.
With Greg Poff and Anthony Williams doing the board and switcher, being on the production team.
So what do you think about the whole situation with Beast Mode not talking to the media?
I think they should just leave him alone. They're not getting anything out of him.
Yeah.
And in athlete interviews, it's rare to get a good personality. If somebody has an abrasive personality, why are you going to test them to try and get something out of them when knowing full well you're never going to get that soundbite that you want?
And usually when you're interviewed, you know, they're getting the politically correct answer. You know, nobody, you know, we don't have a lot of Charles Barkley of the world that tell it like it is.
Right.
So, you know, well, let me ask you this. Would you be offended by not getting an interview by Marshawn Lynch?
No, because I get denied interviews all the time. I want to talk to people, and they're just like, no, what are you doing? Why do you have a microphone in the street? And I just get called crazy. I don't know why. Chow with the 3, cutting down Contra Costa.
Yeah, and I wouldn't necessarily say that we're paparazzi. I mean, we are part of the media.
Yeah.
You know, we like to get the best soundbite that we can, but yet and still, sometimes you have to understand.
Golden idea for SCSN in the future. Press passes.
Press passes.
SCSN press pass.
Definitely.
Let's mark this down.
Yeah.
45 seconds left in this game. Solano press pass. The idea was born. As Aujane Coleman lays it up and in. That way, you know, if the people out the front taking tickets, we just flash them the little press pass.
Yeah.
We're
and
with
get
the
all the
media.
way through it.
Yep.
I'm with the broadcasting.
So Kai Roberts with the 3. Long. Holman with the rebound. Now they can dribble the ball out, because it's 22 seconds and counting. So Solano looks like they're going to win this game 70-56.
And this game is actually not as close as the score indicates. I mean, it's only a 14-point lead, but Solano basically dominated this game from the start to finish.
And really with the energy of the likes of Nikki Andaya, Laura Lawson, Miranda Holman, Janessa Bowling, so many solid efforts up and down this roster, taking control of this game from start to finish. So Solano's going to get another conference win and extend their record in conference play to 9-2, 16-7 overall. What's some final takeaways from this game?
Well, I mean, the takeaways is rebounding. I think that, you know, the Solano women, they imposed their will early and often. They was able to basically triple up on the second chance shots that they got. And what more can you say about Lawson and Holman? I mean, they were just absolutely dominant tonight on the court. We know that Lawson had to have a double-double, and Holman wasn't too far behind.
Mm-hmm. The forward play and also the guard play from Andaya and Bowling. There's so many good performances from this game that we're going to have to deliberate a little bit about who the player of the game is.
Yeah.
So right after this, you'll see Chelsea Williams with an interview from a player of the game. Let's discuss things after this break.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Brian. I'm here with Best Buy's player of the game, Nikki Andaya. How does it feel to have this big win for you guys?
It feels really good coming out from what we just had happen to us a couple weeks ago, and then coming out strong and having a 2-0 week was really good, and just having the tempo keep going up and us just playing well together, it's a really good feeling.
Do you think it could continue on to the next game?
Yeah, we're having a really good winning streak right now, and hopefully it just keeps going on, and we're really excited to play Napa since they're like kind of our rivals, I guess you can say. So,
final question. Weekend, you guys have this 2-game. What's your plans?
Well, we're having a Super Bowl party at Coach Matt's house on Sunday, so that should be fun.
Who do you have for that game?
I don't know.
Ooh, it could be anybody's game after this one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Nikki.
Thank you.
My name's Chelsea Williams here at Solano Community College, Best Buy player of the game. Your Solano girls winning another one. Bye, you guys.
Hi, I'm Neil Glines, the Dean of the School of Liberal Arts, and I want to thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.